How you doing, friend? Today I want to talk about 4 psychological steps to beating the alcohol cravings. And we call these the 4 Ps. This is something that has been woven through my own journey so far. It's been something that's a constant part of my own growth. And, it's sometimes a painful part, but it's braided really into everything that I do, everything I teach. These are sort of 4 principles that define me as I am and who I am, who I want to be, who I want to become. So they help me to understand where I am, how I'm going to move forwards, how I'm going to take the next step and the next step after that. So they're kind of principles that help me to understand how much I don't know, how much I'm never going to know about a certain thing, even the topic that I'm studying myself, and to help me to be good with that, to be happy enough with what I am and where I am, and everything that I have the potential to become, not necessarily the potential that outside of that, the stuff that I can't become. So they help me to keep really tightly focused most of the time on one area of my life where I can make a difference. And by the way, these are not instant fixes. So they are psychological structures that you have to build over time, but they're simple enough to get hold of and to get you started. And I've spoken about these before, the 4 Ps. We spend an inordinate amount of time during the full year of the V2 program in discussing these things and weaving these into the program, so that you so you can weave them into your own life, and you can, because I think they're really important. So the first one is perspective. So when we're talking about cravings, the first thing you have to understand is get a perspective on what your craving means. So like, I'm trying to take these from that perspective only, and understand what it is exactly that you're craving means. What does it mean to you? What is it that you're going through? What do you feel? How does it look to you? How does it sound to you, particularly inside your own head? The way that you look at these things, the way that you think about these things, these are things that are going to influence how effective the craving is on you, or how effective that feeling is on you. So that's one of the things, is to really understand your perspective and to kind of focus on that. The second thing is perseverance. And for me, this is a key. I'm talking about here perseverance in the sense of persistence, that true grit, that sense of I'm going to do this no matter what happens, no matter what I'm going through. So this for me is an important part of any craving, in that once you understand what it is, and that it is only a feeling, that it is only a mental feeling that you have inside of you, once you understand that about it, then you can start to isolate that and to say to yourself, well, yeah, this is really going to be an easy thing for me to do. Perseverance is, you can think about perseverance the way we're talking about it here, this true grit, in that it's many short races that are sort of braided together, that are linked together to form a big to form an attitude of perseverance, if you like. So all you have to do is, you're getting over these instances of craving, persevering through this one, and then that one's done and over with, then you persevere through the next one and the next one and the next one. So long term, what you're looking at is these small wins that actually kill the big habit. So you're looking at the small little wins. Every time you go through a craving and you don't give into it, that's a small win for you. It's a small win that's going to help you to move forwards. But as I say, to kill the old habit, right? Think about a stream that comes down from a mountain, and it's very, very slowly cutting this channel into the mountain. And it's not cutting it through power, it's cutting it through consistency and persistence. So that's what I'm trying to get here, is that persistence in just dealing with the small things in the moment, and the craving is only a small thing. The next thing is patience. And patience for me is really thinking about it from the perspective of, like I say, those small wins. This too shall pass. So if I have patience here, persistence is a type of patience, but we're talking about persistence being that I don't give a shit what's happening. I don't give a shit what I'm going through. I have a target to meet. I'm committed to this journey. I'm 100% committed to it. I'm the only one that can overcome the craving, so I'm going to do that. And patience is having that long-term view to say, like, I can do this. What's the average craving time? 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I mean, you can turn the craving up or you can turn it down, depending on yourself, right? Depending on the thoughts that you're thinking, the things that you're doing. You can certainly hype up the craving by just telling yourself, I can't stand this, I can't stand this. These are too strong for me, And if that's the case, when are you ever going to get over it? When are you going to build the persistence in order to do this? When are you going to build these skills? Because if you're hoping to build these skills in a week or 6 months or in a year's time, don't forget that the alcohol is going to make you into a weaker person. And you giving into these cravings creates that weaker person. So the only way to create the stronger person is to go through and persist with the cravings and have patience and know that short-term patience builds long-term patience, but it also builds a long-term mental strength. If you haven't gone to our channel yet and taken the quick start guide, there's a lot in there about the 4 Ps. We talk about that. That's woven throughout that. It's less than an hour. It's free, and it will help you to get some clarity on your journey, to really have some confidence that you can do this, and to have that courage to step across the line. As normal, we've got our Habits V2 program, www.habitsv2.com. You're quite welcome to come over there. We've got a lot of good videos over there. We've got our forum. We've got a lot of Zoom calls as well. One-on-one calls that we can do for those personal bits of help that you might need. And we've just got different levels to suit each pocket. So come on over there. The next one I want to talk about is positivity. Now for me, I love this part of it. This for me is the fuel that is going to keep you going. That's going to move you forwards in this journey, right? It's that rocket fuel that you can need if you can get the positivity on your side. If you're going to succeed in this, if you're going to get to a month, or you're going to get to 6 months, or you're going to get to that year alcohol free, why not do it with a smile? Why not do it with a positive attitude and thinking positive thoughts? Because the negative thoughts are only going to drag you back. The negative thoughts are only going to pull you backwards and stop you from doing this, right? So a happy life is always made. It's never found. You can't find a happy life, or it's not something that, if I only do this or I get that or I get the other, it's going to be a happy life. You have to create it, and the happy life comes from your head. I mean, a lot of the time that we're talking about, it's one of the things that I started out in this journey with, trying to figure out how to live a happy life and to get that happy life. And to be honest with you, the more I understand about myself, the more I understand about my own motivation and motivation in general, the more I understand that it's meaning in life and not happiness. Because if you have meaning, you will find happy moments and you will have those happy moments. But if you are seeking out happiness as an end result, as an end state for you to be in all the time, it means that you're trying to avoid a lot of the things in life that need to be done in order to get you to that good state in life, to live that good life. Because a lot of that needs and necessitates pain, discomfort. So listen, all right, friend, I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. I will speak to you again very soon. Take good care of yourself. If you haven't signed up for the program yet, then do so below. And take care. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.